Hey guys, Andre here. Welcome to the Grand Logan Lodge at 1847 North Humboldt Boulevard. It's the newest and one of the coolest conversion projects in Chicago's Logan Square. It's a century-old church that's been converted into luxury apartments. This home has 3 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, 1,970 square feet of interior living space, and a private terrace. Interior design by Jennings Creative Studio, architecture by Papa George Hames. Big thanks to Rehnquist Development and Jyoti Development for letting me tour their truly one-of-a-kind project. Both of these developers share the passion for redeveloping unique properties, and I'm really glad these places are being preserved for future generations. So the property is comprised of 2 structures. You have the church, that's the original property, and right adjacent to it is the new structure. And they're joined by this 3-story glass lobby that looks really modern. Welcome to Unit 201, and I'm super excited to show you this home. Guys, this is one of the coolest and most unique rental homes on the market today. The interior of the space features high contrast graphic elements that are in line with the vibrant energy of the Logan Square neighborhood. These ceilings are 32 feet tall. That's insane. If you guys had ceilings this tall in your living room, what would you guys do with them? Leave a comment. Right over here, you have this massive wall of stained glass. You have the original bow truss, all the original brick. This home is the ultimate combination of old meets new. So you see these crisp white walls that are sophisticated and architecturally stunning, and combined with the richness of the brick and the stained glass, it looks absolutely magnificent. The kitchen is very crisp. I really like these white matte cabinets. They look great with these gray counters. You've got a nice backsplash with under cabinet lights, and then you actually have lights over your wall cabinets, which really kind of creates a really nice atmosphere and lights up the home when it's evening time. Like, there's a really cool vibe here in the kitchen. A good size island, perfect for entertaining. You could fit 3-4 people here. And again, it's very simple, it's very clean. Right over it, you have these 2 industrial matte black pendants. And notice they're actually attached to the truss, which is really cool. Guys, I love the stained glass right over here. And I think with stained glass, usually it's sort of like up there somewhere. You get to look at it, you get to appreciate it from a distance. You can never reach it. And here, it's eye level. The details are very intricate. And it is kind of a combination of all kinds of different colors. Absolutely stunning. And here's your living room, and it has a lot of wow factor. I like how it's seamlessly connected with the kitchen. I appreciate all this brick over here where you can hang your TV, you can actually put up some artwork. You have these windows over here, and these are arched. There's so much light pouring through these windows, like every day, all day long. It's pretty incredible. And right over here is this dramatic staircase leading to the 2nd level. And right over it is this equally as dramatic stained glass. And this is actually original to the structure. It was built in 1908, and it was beautifully restored by the developer. And right over here is a good spot for your dinner table. And you can also have a bar right over here. I think it's a great spot for it. And while we're here, let's talk about these floors. And these are wide plank white oak floors. They look very rich and very chic. And just down the hall, you have your washer and dryer right over here. Very convenient location. And now, let's see the bathroom. One of the things I really appreciate is how playful the interior design team on this project were, and how they incorporated these really playful finishes and elements to keep, this home in line with the neighborhood. It's very creative, it's very, very unique. All right, let's talk about these tiles. So these are 12 by 12 and they have this really cool shade of green. And it's clearly a very old school tile, like the pattern of it, the color of it, the shape of it, but they've used it in a more updated application. And again, very vibrant, very different, and kind of exciting, right? So as a renter, you could tell that there's so much thought put into this bathroom. As a renter in Logan Square, and if you're creative, you really get to appreciate what they've done here. And here you have a nice gray floating vanity with a crisp quartz counters. You have subway tile in this matte finish that actually runs all across the shower and behind the vanity and goes all the way to the ceiling. And this right here is probably one of my favorite parts because it's so asymmetrical, it's so unique, and it's so thoughtful. First of all, one sconce is so much cooler than two sconces. And second of all, this mirror is amazing. I love the round shape of it. And guys, with round mirrors, they create a sense of serenity. It ties in with this black sconce. And of course, it ties in with the Schluter strip in the shower. Gosh, there's a lot going on and I love it all. And right next to the bathroom is your first bedroom. And again, very crisp, very light color palette. You have two floor to ceiling, almost to the ceiling, arched windows that let in so much natural light. And these two arched windows are very suggestive of the space you're in, which again, it's a church. Very rich, lots of character. You look over Humboldt Boulevard, and of course in the spring and summertime, you have lots of trees, everything's green. Lots of folks walking around, they've got festivals, they've got all kinds of fun things to do. And I like that you're not on the ground level, and this is just the perfect height for privacy and views. And here's the second bedroom on the main level with an ensuite bathroom. Let me show you the closet. You have your closet systems, racks, plenty of storage for shoes. And here's your ensuite bathroom. And again, just like the rest of the space, it's very high contrast, very crisp, white walls. Look how funky the tile is. It looks like it could be like a maze or like a subway map. I actually spoke to the interior designer on this project, and that was the inspiration, is that this tile is suggestive of a subway map. And this developer took the time to build a home that's for the people in this neighborhood, right? A lot of times you'll have developers coming into areas creating cookie cutter developments, and these folks created a product that really resonates with their demographic and with the neighborhood. And this bathroom is so exciting. Just imagine, waking up every morning and getting ready here. It's so unique, it's so rich, it's so creative. It's actually inspiring. All right, this is one swanky shower. Right over here, you have this large partition wall that was built using matte black frame. You have this matte tile that looks really nice, and I even like the shade of grout they used. It's like a light gray, looks very nice. And then on the floor, you have this matte black penny tile. It just works so well. And this sums up the bedrooms on the main level. Let me show you the outdoor space. Guys, it feels like every inch of this home was designed to inspire. And this terrace is no exception. Great size, and just look at it. You get to interact with this gorgeous original gray stone. Look at the black sconces that are attached directly onto the stone. I think they're so impressive and they're so dramatic. Great views, and again, when it's summer out, everything is lush and green and beautiful. And the staircase leads you to the second level, and this level is a dream come true for any creative. Just imagine working out of here. You have the stained glass that you can basically touch. You have the natural light coming in through this arched window. And this wood truss is insane. You know, in the old days when this thing was up at the ceiling, you could never reach it. But here, because they've configured the layout, they've added the second level, they actually made it a home. This thing is like in your face. It's yours to touch, it's yours to interact with, it's yours to use for inspiration. And it actually works really well as your focal wall here. It's almost like this gorgeous installation that's like one of a kind. And here's your closet. Wow. Look at the way the ceiling runs into the closet, giving it so much character. And I think it's a walk-in closet. Yep, it is. And they've even added a bathroom on the top level, which is so good to have and so convenient. The color palette and the selection of materials is actually, it's almost identical as the bathroom on the lower level. You have the subway tile in squares that runs all the way across, very clean, very sophisticated, but also kind of simple and really cool. Darker floor, floating vanity, same shower. Yeah, it's really sexy. And the last thing I'll show you guys is the lower level, because in a home like this, you need a grand entrance. So here we are, and this area is basically your giant mudroom. It has lots of closet space. You can actually store your bikes here, and I'm a huge fan of this herringbone gray tile on the floor. Guys, thank you so much for checking out this video. I'd love to hear what you thought of the property. Would you guys live in a church? Leave a comment. I'd love to hear from you. And if you love touring beautiful design homes, consider subscribing to my channel. And with that, I'll catch you on the next video.